Morning. Is that thing broken again?
I don't know.
That light is always breaking down. I've called the traffic bureau about it twice. They don't listen to me. To them, I'm just a crazy old coot.
Well, I'm gonna give it another half hour.
Nonsense. We're crossing the street.
It says don't walk.
Well, it's just a rule. There's nobody coming. Hey, be a pirate. It's fun to be a pirate.
A pirate?
No. There. Now, wasn't it fun?
Can I carry your bag?
Oh, sure, thank you.
A stakeout scarf.
Yeah, she knits, she cooks, she writes. She's an amazing person.
She sounds like it.
Oh, my God. I'm gonna bring her to work with me later. The captain said I could bring her along.
Well, this woman has become very important to you.
Well,
Yeah, I think it's wonderful. It's what we call a transformative relationship.
that's exactly what it is. I have been transformed. I feel like I've found a piece of myself I didn't even know was missing. Look, oh, look. She writes me these little notes, puts them in my pockets. Adrian, I'm so happy you are in my life. Love, Marge. Yeah. My other mother only left me one note ever in my whole life. I found it in my lunchbox. It said, "Your father is driving me crazy."
Your other mother?
Excuse me?
You just called your real mother your other mother.
You're right. Sorry. Wait a minute. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry. Why should I be sorry? Marge is a better mother to me than the woman who raised me. She supports me. She's proud of me.
She loves you.
She loves me unconditionally.
It doesn't get better than that.
No, it does not.
You're a lucky man. Adrian? Talk to me, come on.
What's the catch?
With what?
With Marge, what do you suppose she's after?
Adrian.
Every time somebody wants to be my friend, it turns out they're after something. They have an angle.
Not necessarily.
How could anybody love me unconditionally? I mean, come on, you met me.
Adrian, I know you've been burned in the past, but you have to trust people. See, there's not always a catch.
Then how do you explain this? There's always a catch.
He's so serious when he works, isn't he?
Yes, ma'am.
I think he's looking for the clue.
Yes, ma'am, he is.
Oh, I think he found one. We're making a scrapbook.
Really? Can't wait to see that.
So the body was where?
Behind the desk, we figure the killer came in the door here. 2 rounds, .45 caliber.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
So the victim, David Elliott, was working here for about a year. Found this ski mask in the corner and about 1,000 fingerprints.
Well, they won't be the shooters. Look at that. Latex rubber. He wore gloves.
Oh, that's wonderful. We can put that in our scrapbook.
Excuse me. We're working here.
All right, it looks like it's an inside job. Security tapes are missing and the store gets resupplied the first Tuesday of every month.
And that was yesterday, so he was plugged in somehow. We're putting together some names going back 10 years, everybody that's ever worked here.
You don't have to go back 10 years. The manager only worked here for a year. The killer wore a ski mask, ergo, The killer was afraid he'd be recognized. Ergo, the killer must have worked here recently.
Ergo the killer. Was that Hungarian?
His name isn't Ergo, Randy.
Excuse me, Marge, don't touch that. This is a crime scene.
I know, I'm sorry, honey, but this is amazing. You see this brooch? I have this brooch. My husband gave it to me on our 10th anniversary. It's in this picture. Here, look. Isn't that the same?
Yes, it is. Huh.
Who is that?
That's my husband.
No. The other picture. This one.
Oh, that's Paulie. That was taken just before his passing.
He has a birthmark. I've seen it before. On John Keyes.
Mr. Keyes?
Yeah.
You're right. Yep, he has a mole right on the same cheek as Paulie. What do you know?
I'll tell you what I know. John Keyes is your son.
What?
It makes perfect sense. They've been in it together, planning it together from the very beginning. Here's what happened. They knew that once they robbed this store, John would be the #1 suspect. He needed an airtight alibi. That's where you came in.
Adrian, you're scaring me.
Monk.
Your son got himself a phony ID and rented the house next door. Then you started complaining about his drumming. Oh, you were the perfect alibi. Who would ever question the little old lady who lived next door? And I was your perfect patsy. You befriended me, you led me on, you made me love you so that I would vouch for you.
Buddy, are you sure about this?
Adrian, I hardly know the man. He's a neighbor.
He's your son.
No, he's my neighbor.
He's your son.
He's my neighbor.
He's your neighbor and your son.
Oh, wow.
It's jungle out there, disorder and confusion everywhere. No one seems to care. Well, I do. Hey, who's in charge here? It's